Being a person who has faced discrimination, who has faced hatred, and who knows what that does to people, I promise to every single community in this community, to our South Asian community, to our Latino community, to our LGBT community, to our Asian community, I am going to be your fighter on the New York City Council. It's over! So if anyone tries exclusionary practices, if anyone tries to tell you that you're not good enough, stand up and tell them, hell no, I'm going to fight for the left and ever do it. There's a lot of homophobia in this race, but we won!
My mother, when I was young, would tell us all these little different stories about what it was like growing up in her family. My father was more German and Swedish, but we were really raised Irish Catholic. My mother's influence was the heaviest in the family. Her maiden name is Murray, and her family came from Galway. And I remember in 1995, when I returned there with my mother, her going into the cathedral and lighting candles for all of her relatives and the ancestors who had come from Galway a generation or two before her. So my connections and roots to Ireland are very firm and heavy. And you know, when I went back to Ireland, I remember I was able to see and to understand where all the sayings and all the mannerisms and all the cultural expressions that my mother had used when I was a kid, where they all came from, and it all became crystal clear to me. I was arrested when I was 16 years old for cruising in a mall, actually,
right,
because there was no in Roosevelt Field, because there was no gay place that anybody could go to at that time, and even the gay bars were very dangerous to go to, because if you went into a gay bar, you risked almost certain arrest at some point, because it was very, very common, especially in Long Island, for the police to raid the bars and arrest the patrons as well. When I was 17, that's when I found out that they held gay dances at a place in Manhattan called the Firehouse. And I went there with a couple of friends that I had met at the mall, and that we figured out that we were gay, and finally we told each other that we were gay. And one of them knew of these dances in Manhattan. I remember going into the Firehouse and immediately feeling like I was at home, because I never knew gay people up until that point. I didn't know any gay people in the whole world. I thought I was the only one, and I didn't know that there was even organizations for gay people. But the Firehouse was like the first lesbian and gay community center. On July 2nd, 1990, a young man named Julio Rivera was murdered by 3 white supremacist skinheads hunting, that was their word, for a homosexual or a homeless person to kill. And they found Julio Rivera that night over here in the schoolyard. But it was that incident combined with my school board president named Mary Cummins, who came out and fought against the Children of the Rainbow curriculum. And the Children of the Rainbow curriculum was a curriculum that was designed to teach tolerance of all of New York's diverse communities, including the lesbian and gay community. And it was that which Mary Cummins objected to.
My name is Dromm, and I'm a gay teacher in District 24. The parade came about.
I believe that it angered and galvanized the gay community in Queens to the point where we decided that the only way to fight back was by becoming more visible and showing people in Queens that we were in fact their neighbors, their family, and their friends. But I guess because of all the publicity around the Children of the Rainbow curriculum controversy, and because of the killing of Julio before, about 10,000 people showed up for that first parade, and we were welcomed by the community.
Today marks a turning point in the history of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender rights movement. We have taken the focus of the movement for a few hours today and placed it on the neighborhoods where most of us live. We want people to know we live right next door to you, and you know who we are.
We took gay liberation beyond the borders of Manhattan and brought it out to the boroughs where most of the gay people live, actually.
Vote Donnie Dromm for
for city council, let's get a progressive voice in there. An educator, community organizer, a supporter of civil rights, of marriage equality. Let's get a representative for the immigrants, a real New Yorker, Danny Dromm for city council.
Danny has always been a product of this community, and I am so proud of him because even when the going got tough and most would buckle, Danny stood up. Danny said, I am not only a member of this community, but I represent this community to its fullest, even when those that are supposed to support me don't.
In September, on primary night, we're about to witness a new era in the city council, because not only are we going to get Julissa Ferreira elected in the 21st, but we're about to knock out the incumbent.
Oh yeah.
Like birds of a feather, I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me stay for the record. We're giving love in a family dose.
Thank you.
And one day, a long time ago, when his father was going to go for Goldwater, he said he got mad at his father and he said, oh yeah? Well, I'm not voting for Goldwater. 10 years old. Never stopped doing it.
I want to thank all of you for everything that you did. Everything. Because everything mattered for this victory. Everything mattered. And it is so difficult. I don't understand. I don't know if any of you understand how difficult it is to take out a sitting incumbent. It is